Hello guys, it is a lovely evening here at the Orison Art Gallery, also known as The Source. 2 Mask Canigro Theatre Company, also known as 2MG, in partnership with the Orison Art Gallery, is bringing to you a play titled Twitter House Girl. This is a stage play, and I will be your host for this evening. I am Lady Messiara, and this is Smyle RadioTV.
I'm glad you made it. So, it's been all of 17 months or so since our last season ended. And when that season ended in 2018, December, I thought to myself, wow, we're going to get a breather. And what a breather it became. I'd like to thank Orison Art Gallery, The Source. Yes. We have a long history that we didn't, serendipity, call it whatever. And in December we hooked up again, and already a few months later we're here. I think it's exciting to mix visual and performing arts the way that we're doing. Be very expectant for the exciting things that we are also planning for the future in this space.
I pay for WhatsApp. I pay 7,000. For one to put WhatsApp for me for 7,000. He go pay me my money.
Maybe the man who no free. Enter me Twitter, like me and follow me. Cassia. I don't tell how to get my name in the Twitter.
I'm going to seize this phone from you one of these days. I don't even know what MM was thinking when she gave you a phone. Have you seen Oga?
No, ma.
Oh, who first? Here you are. You didn't even ask me how my meeting with Auntie Manchadi went yesterday. Anyways, we've agreed that I will do some consultancy with them before I find my feet again. I think this is it for us. And here is where you come in. I just need you to put a word out there with your voice.
No. I do not come in at all. No, since you choose to define me, go on, but leave me out of it.
Oh, what? We agreed. Didn't we talk about this severally? How have I defined it?
Please, now is not the time, Mama, please.
Then when? Because every time I bring it up, you always dodge the matter.
Me? Dodge the matter?
Yes, you. Now I see a break. Something for myself, and I'm defying you. When all this time you took no thought of me and what I want. How many times have I tried, but you are too busy for us?
Can you hear yourself? Me. Now listen, everything I am doing is for all of us.
Don't you dare, Ufot. It is not for us. It is for you, your mother, and your family name.
And you are not my family name.
Don't change the subject, Ufot. What I have been doing is for all of us. This politics is not something we agreed to. I didn't sign up for this, and you didn't think it's important to have me and your children in your corner. Look, I know this is important to you, and that's why I've gone along. But Ufot, politics is risky. What if we lose everything? And I can't just sit around like that. I want to live my life, Ufot.
Then leave it.
You know what? You are selfish. You are bossy and a bloody hypocrite. Just like your father, my way or the highway. That was his mistake. You know what I'm realizing? I would not vote for you. Let that sink in. But that's alright. You will always do what you want. But from now on, so will I.
Very well. But know this though. You will have to go and do it on your own. Go and learn what the world really is.
Hi.
Hello,
So what's your name?
Iman.
Iman. Who's your best act tonight?
Ainke, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your opinion about the play?
I really loved it. It was really educative, and I like the parts where Ainke chose to be noble instead of accepting what was offered to her.
Yeah.
It was really great. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
Isabel.
Isabel. So with one word, how would you describe the play?
I would say very captivating.
Okay.
Captivating.
So who was your best act tonight?
My best.
Your best act.
My best act was when she was writing in her diary and we got to learn more about her background story and about her life before she was a house girl. It just like goes to show that, you know, the people that help us have lives apart from us and they're individuals too.
Thank you very much. You had a spelt, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Tell me how you feel. How do you feel after watching the play?
Oh, I feel very excited. I'm so glad that I was part of this experience because like they really did a good job. At first I was like, I don't really understand the message, but when leaving I understand now. I'm great.
So if you were to describe the show with one word, what would it be?
I would say it's exciting, it's different, it's a vibe.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Nemka.
Okay.
Nice
so
to meet
how do you
you.
feel? Nice meeting you.
Well, the show was actually really funny. It was actually really hilarious. I liked the confused look that the house girl character had all the time. It kept me like, it was actually captivating. So I
Who was your
enjoyed that.
best act tonight?
Definitely. Okay, so I want to say MM because I'm partial. Like I liked how she was just doing like, you know, a kikelama, like a spoiled girl. But yeah, definitely the house girl. Like, yeah, I liked her conniving ways. So, yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
What's the name?
Tyra.
Okay, so before coming to see the play, were you having any expectations?
No, not really. Like I didn't really know much about. Apparently, some people have seen it before, but I didn't know much about it. But it sounded really interesting, and obviously, I love the play on the environment. We're surrounded by art, and then we get to indulge in visual arts. So it sounded interesting.
Okay, so who was your best act tonight?
It's hard to say. Like everyone really did their part well, and it was all very enjoyable. It was funny. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
A lot has happened in the life of our cast. Faith got married.
Wow. Oh, happy baptized.
Hope got married. Yes. Amaka had a baby. Knocked out baby just by calculating.
My baby was
It's okay, it's okay. And then had a birthday recently, much happening. Ezra is Ezra. But I really, it was great to do this with them. It wasn't without its own challenges, as always. But thanks again to Orisun who made this experience as beautiful as it could be in the circumstances that we come back. I'd like to say a big thank you to them. And for letting us among such breathtaking art. This art you see here has been collected over decades. There's a history here. You can just feel it. There's a history. And please come again, visit the gallery, tell your friends about it. All the artwork you see is for sale, well, almost all of it. There's plenty of contemporary works, but also some classics. If you've ever heard of Susan Wenger, some originals here. Bruce Amabakwea, it's just breathtaking stuff. Please avail yourself the opportunity. Also, tell your friends about 2MG Theatre and our 50 by 50. There's some flyers out there. Please take some and share. We've spent, we know this from experience, plenty of time, money, resources, getting the word out, and we keep trying our best. Thank you to some of our oldest friends in the business. And Henry, and who've been with us for more than 15 years in this city. Really, more than 15 years. And who continue to work with us. And the word of mouth is the best way. It beats all the billboards we've done, radio, everything else. You tell other people like yourself about the experience that you had, and they're more likely to believe you. So please do that. The show goes on. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Of course, you have to. We are at 2MG Theatre. And you'll see the details on the handbills out there.
My dad is rich. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I play MM, and I have like this, what would I call it? Would I say myopic perception of how life is supposed to be? Life is not supposed to be all glamorous, and we're supposed to like speak out, say what you want, and all of that. And that kind of like flipped over and kind of like ended up affecting my family. I don't know if you saw that. And so I had to learn that, okay, actions have consequences, and I need to stop being in my head a lot and actually think about like what is happening around me and be very, something of that sort. Something of that sort. Okay. And this was also very fun. It's been a while since I've been on stage. I did theatre in school, but it's been such a long time. I think 4 years or so since I've been on stage. So this was a little bit like, nerve-wracking because I've been doing more film. But anyway, first day, I believe that the second day is going to be more beautiful. So you guys come through, all right? Come through.
You enjoyed the experience, right?
I enjoyed the experience, and I'm more excited for tomorrow. Like, I feel like it was like a wake-up call. So tomorrow will be more like, and the other performances will be very exciting.
Right, Twitter house girl. You think about Twitter house girl, yes, I know the first thing you see or experience is a political family, but it's more about the life. What I enjoyed writing was Ayinke. I enjoyed writing Ayinke because sometimes what you ignore is actually what you should be paying attention to. So because she's the house help, seemingly uneducated, you have no idea that she has capacity to do things. You forget that she too has an ambition. You forget that she too has a dream. And unfortunately, the lack of education and everything sort of foiled the image, if you like, or the image of the campaign, or the campaign that the politician wanted eventually. But when you really look at the core of the matter, it's that we should always pay attention to the things that we tend to ignore. I'd say that's the part I really enjoyed writing Ayinke, basically.
She is the writer of...
The message of the play, Twitter House Girl, basically, there are layers of messages. There's the issue, I think, more than anything else, is about communication. It's about social media and the power that social media has, especially the power social media has in the hands of anyone, especially in the hands of the wrong person.
Hi, my name is Ibrahim Ezra Bobai, and I acted the character of Ufot in Twitter House Girl. Basically, Ufot is a man among women who has a lot of issues, trying to prove a point to his mother, his wife, and also his daughter, and who, I think you could see a range of 3 generations which he needed to catch up with, and he had a lot to deal with. But at the end of the day, I think he learned his lesson, having to bring these 3 generations together and having fun and having a resolution. And it was an exciting moment for me having to do this work again. Wow. Yeah.
So,
Princess is just a mother-in-law who believes that her husband has set a political precedent and her children should eat from it. I think basically the message my character is passing is the fact that politics is not something you can depend on. She had the pride and the belief that what her husband did, she could eat from, but it really didn't work like that. And secondly, you should learn to pursue your own dreams, because she gave up her dreams for her husband. By the end of the day, her husband's dreams are not hers, and she couldn't achieve.
I'm Ene Godwin, and I play the role of Ayinke. Really difficult. I'm not Yoruba.
and getting the words right was really, really, man, it was something else. But my director made it possible. I give that credit to Mr. Chidi Uku. Ayinke is a straightforward person. She comes from a low background where things are really tough, so she learns life the tough way, the hard way, and have to like keep it that way. And only for her to find herself in a house where they don't even have minds on their own, and with what she has been through, what she has gone through, she had to like keep it real just because of the sacrifices her mother had made. Yeah, so it's the message there is being like staying true to the game, like believing in what it is, like it is what it is. Yeah, so Ayinke is that person that stayed true to her game, to what her mother taught her, to what she saw, what her mother went through and all. So she actually applied that in her life, and although you all saw what happened to her, she lost her job, but it doesn't matter. She has the words. She is her mother's daughter.
Of course,
yeah.
And you enjoyed
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, because at some point, getting the words was. It got to a point I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yes, you did. You pulled that through.
It could only be God, really.
The character Emma Bong is just a confused woman trying to balance her family life and her career. Yeah, and she's also strong and she's very decisive. Though she was confused at first, but she made her decision, and her husband at the end saw reasons with her.
Okay. So was it a challenging role for you?
Not really. The character falls in line with my own character personally. Yes, it falls in line with my personality, so it was not that difficult. And then the director, Mr. Chidi Uku, he explained the role, character analysis from day one.
It's layered. It's a multi-layered piece. On the surface, it looks like it's a play about freedom of speech and social media and the power that it holds, and that is true. But there's a deeper message about gender roles and the expectations that we have about what men and women can and should do. And I find that very interesting. It's something that excited me about the piece from the very beginning.
So what about the cast? Were they up to expectations, or?
Well, we have high expectations of our cast. I would like to say that it is exactly where I want it to be, but it isn't yet where we want it to be. This is the first night. Even though I'm incredibly happy with the way it's started, I think that there's plenty of room to grow, and I'm always excited to see how a piece becomes more and more mature. It's like wine, in a sense, as it grows older. And that's not because the actors have done anything wrong, but because after one performance, every actor kind of feels, I get something new, and then the next performance they do something new, and then the next performance it grows. So while I'm incredibly happy with them, I know that our work can still improve over the next few shows. Thank you. Sorry? Well, so Twitter House Girl is an exciting piece, and you have to come and see it, especially in the settings that we have put it in now, in the midst of so much art, so much breathtaking art. Some of this art has been collected over 30 years, and to be able to mix performance art with visual art is something I've never done before, and just doing it tonight tells me that we should have been doing this a long time ago, so come and experience it yourself.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of tonight's show. I hope you loved it, because we had a swell time. And before I go, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Smyle RadioTV, and also follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I remain your host, Lady Messiara. Until we see you again, bye for now.